All right, what's up, baseball fans? What better on a cold winter day? Well, not where I'm at, but where most of the country probably is, than to celebrate the sights and sounds of baseball, even if it is at the old and decrepit Met in Minnesota. So, vendors screaming, popcorn, and the smell of fresh cut grass as the Yankees come into town to take on the Twins as Ron Guidry makes start number 5 in this 1978 replay featuring the excellent game, which I think is very undervalued at this time, Fall Classic Baseball, which is the newest creation from Greg Soban. And it just does not look very clear. Hold on a minute. I'm going to play with the focus here. There we go. That looks better. All right. So Guidry in this 1978 replay, again featuring Fall Classic Baseball. In real life, after 4 starts, he had a record of 2-0, a 1.82 ERA, and in 29 and a third innings had struck out 12 and walked 8. In this replay through 4 games, he's 2-1 with a 1.80 ERA, so pretty much spot on there. 2 complete games, 35 innings pitched, and he has struck out 22 and walked 8. He's also given up 2 home runs, which he had not given up any in real life at this point. A replay whip of 0.74, and in real life it was 1.26. As Matt, Steeler fan 1933, has joined us at the park. So we are ready to go, and if you have not checked out this game, definitely give it a look. You can find it at ASG Games, and again, it is the newest creation from Greg Soban. Only 3 seasons and 1 great team set released so far, but it is a very, very good game. It kind of takes Fall Classic to the next level. So here we go. Lineups for the Yanks, it'll be Mick the Quick in center field, Roy White in left, Thurman Munson is behind the plate, Reggie in right, Chris Chambliss at first, Greg Nettles at the hot corner, Jim Spencer will be the DH, Bucky Dent at short, and Brian Doyle will get the start at second in place of Willie Randolph. For the hometown Twinkies, it'll be Roy Smalley at short, Rod Carew at first, Dan Ford in center, Jose Morales is the DH, Craig Cusick is in left, Larry Wolf at third, Bob Randall at second, Willie Norwood in right, and the strong-armed Glenn Borgman, which will present a problem for Yankee potential base stealers today, is behind the plate. Roger Erickson on the hill for the Twins. I've rolled the bullpen sessions. Guidry a little worse than usual. His hit rating will be a 2, walk rating 3, home run rating 1, strikeout rating 7, which also means he'll get an automatic strikeout on any roll of 16. And for Erickson, hit rating of 4, walk rating of 3, home run rating of 2, and strikeout rating of 2 as well. As Matt lets us know, a light heavyweight battle between the Orchid Man, Georges Carpenter, or Carpentier, and Gus Lesnovich is on the table right now. And Matt, a very, very big contributor to Glory Days Boxing, which, of course, I thank him for. All right, Rivers is ready to go, and coming right out of the gate, that's going to be a ground ball down to first base, and Carew is going to take that himself, so 1 down to start the game. That'll bring up Roy White, the Yankee left fielder, and 66, White rips that down the right field line, and that is going to be a double into the corner. He got all of that, not enough to get it out of the park, but the Yankees runner is in scoring position here in the first with 1 down. As the captain, Thurman Munson, steps in, here comes a pitch from Erickson. And 4-3, that's going to be a pop fly into shallow center field. Roy Smalley drifts back behind the bag, pulls that in. It's second out of the inning. So Reggie could use a 66 right now. Here comes the pitch, and not going to be that. That'll be a strikeout. So Reggie, a big hack and a big miss. The Yankees, 1 hit and no runs, no errors. They go down in the top of the first, no score. Twins coming up. And for the Twins facing Gator, it's going to be Smalley, Carew, and Ford. Guidry kicks, delivers 13. That's a fly ball into right field. Jackson over near the foul line, pulls it in, and one down to start the first inning for the Twins. All right, next up, the crafty Rod Carew. Good battle here of two lefties. Here comes a pitch from Gator, 53. That's going to be a fly ball into, range play at shortstop. A to E makes the play, and Bucky F. and Dent is an ace. That's going to be 6-3 on the putout. So Carew is retired, and this game just flows so well. I use the fast action cards instead of the charts pretty much, which even there, I do not have to rely on them that much. Pretty much everything, or a lot of things come off the cards at least. As Dan Ford steps in, and he's going to greet a 1-0 Guidry slider with a hit into center field. So first base hit of the day for the Twins, a 2-out base runner. Brings up Jose Morales. Guidry gets a sign for Munson, the high leg kick. Here comes a pitch, and that is going to be a single into center field as well. And for Mickey Rivers, a possible assist, and it is going to be 24 on the dice roll. So heading to third is Ford. Here comes the throw from Rivers, and in there ahead of the throw is Ford. So the Twins have a little 2-out magic in the offing here. Runners at the corners. Craig Cusick, the batter. Cusick, a 253 hitter in 1978. And Guidry, here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Guidry, a clutch 2-2 slider, and Cusick is fanned. Twins go down. 2 hits, no runs, no errors, heading to the second. And no score on this one as Chris Chambliss sets to lead it off for the Yanks. And here comes a pitch to Chambliss, 21, deep into center field, going back in the track near the wall. Dan Ford over the shoulder pulls it in, 1 down. As my 7th inning fun fact today might be the fact that I just stabbed my right hand with my pencil. We'll try to keep blood off the score sheet as Greg Nuttall steps in. Here comes the pitch from Erickson, and that is going to be a deep fly ball into center again. And again, Ford on his horse pulls this one in, 1 step on the warning track. 2 outs for the Yanks. As Jim Spencer steps in, Spencer, not very good against lefties, but against the right-handed pitching Erickson, he is going to be, as he drives that opposite field down the left field line, curling into the corner. Spencer chugging around first. Here comes a throw. He slides, and he is safe. A 2-out double. So second double of the game for the Yankees as Bucky F. and Dent steps up. Erickson brushes his cap. Here comes the pitch to Dent, 65, and that's going to be a deep fly ball into center field and another long run for Ford, but he pulls that one in as the 2-out double goes wasted as the Yankees, 1 hit, no runs, no errors, heading to the bottom of the second. It is no score. And for the Twins coming up will be Larry Wolf, Bob Randall, and Willie Norwood. Guidry kicks, delivers, and that is going to be a potential triple. And 31 instead, that will be a line out, and that will go to the shortstop. So L6, Wolf got a lot of that, but not enough to get into the gap. 1 down for Bob Randall. Guidry nods. Here comes that big exaggerated leg kick, and that's going to be 53. It's going to be down to third base, and range rating A to D. Nettles is a B. Going to make that play. 5-3 is the putout. So good glove work by the Yankees early in this one as the second great play in the field. Dent made 1 in the first inning. 2 down. Willie Norwood, the batter. Here comes a pitch, and that's a routine fly into center field. Mickey Rivers meanders under that, taps the glove, and a nonchalant catch, and side is retired in order. We head to the top of the third. Still looking for our first runs in this one. Right. My fun fact would probably end with that lead giving me poison in, and I got to get 3 fingers amputated. So I retract my fun fact as D. Scott Howard joins us. And definitely going to be careful. I've got the mechanical pencil. Those are much more dangerous than the traditional type. All right, here we go. Guys, that screen looks blurry. Can you see that okay? I'm playing around with it quite a bit, I know, but yeah, that looks a little better. All right, as Brian Doyle steps in, getting the start today in place of Willie Randolph, and he lofts a looping fly ball into right field. Plenty of time to get under that. Willie Norwood makes a play, one down. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers, and Rivers grounded out to Carew at first, his initial at bat of the game. Here comes a pitch, 62, and swing and a miss. Mickey, fooled by the slow curve, goes down on strikes. And again, 62 K rating of 2-6 gets it done, and Erickson is a 2. Roy White, the batter now, as Yankees with 2 outs. Erickson hanging with Guidry so far in this one. Here comes a pitch, and that's going to be a line drive right back up the middle. Another 2-out hit for the Yankees. So White on at second base. He's going to have a lead as Thurman Munson comes up. Munson popped one up to Smalley his first time up. Here comes a pitch from Erickson, and Munson takes a big hack at that, and that's another high pop-up, and this time Smalley in behind the pitcher's mound. Munson slams the bat down in disgust as the Yankees are retired after getting a single hit. No score going to the bottom of the third, and it will be for the Twins. Borgman, top of the order, Smalley and Carew. Guidry kicks, delivers, swing and a miss, blows a fastball by him. And pretty much anything in the 60s for Guidry is going to be a strikeout since he is a 7. And in addition to that, a roll of 16, also a strikeout. So Smalley up, and after getting blown away, Borgman throwing things in the dugout. And that is going to be a potential home run off the pitcher's card, 1-6. Guidry is a 2-1. That's all he needed, and that is gone. Roy Smalley smokes a Guidry fastball, and the Twins jump out to a 1-0 lead. And Guidry left that one up in the strike zone. Smalley all over it and drove that into the right field bleachers. 1 down, 1 in. Rod Carew, the batter. Here comes a pitch from Gator, and that is a walk on a 4-6. Guidry is a 3. So that will be a ground ball down to shortstop. Bucky Dent ranging behind second base, picks it up, sidearms to first, and 2 down. As Dan Ford will be the batter. He singled and was stranded at third his first time up. Pitch from Gator and single on 3-6. Nope, that's going to be a sharp line drive into left field, and Roy White coming on snags that waist high. Side is retired, but Twins break the gridlock with a solo 1-out home run by Roy Smalley. It is 1-0 heading to the 4th. And looks better after you adjusted it. Awesome. Thank you very much. I need a new camera. This camera is just, has a mind of its own sometimes. We are ready. Yankees need a rally here. Let's see if Reggie gets it started. 42, and that is going to be a leadoff walk, so that'll get the job done. As Yankees have a base runner. And again, Erickson's walk rating is a 3, so 2-6 got the job done there. Chris Chambliss, the batter, and that's going to be a drive into deep center field, and going back again, Ford. That is the second time Chambliss has given Erickson a ride deep into center field. Get around a little bit quicker. That's in the seats in right. Greg Nettles also flew a track his first time up. Here comes a pitch, and that is going to be a potential double play. Roy Smalley is going to be the pivot man, and he has an arm rating of strong. That's not good. All right, so 1-4. It's going to be a double play. No, it'll be a fielder's choice as Reggie's retired. So 6-4, but Nettles hustling down the line is able to beat it out. On with a fielder's choice, 2 down. And Jim Spencer up. Spencer has plenty of pop against right-handers, and here comes a pitch, 51, and 51 is going to be a potential error to the pitcher. So Erickson, his error rating is There it is, 64. So he's not a good defensive player, and that's going to be a one-base error. So Nettles down to second base, and Spencer on at first, E1. Yankees in business, 2 runners on, 2 down. Let's see if Bucky F. and Dent can make some Fenway-like magic here in the Metrodome, or the Metropolitan Stadium, I should say. 56, and here comes a pitch. 56 is going to be a potential strikeout. Nope, that'll be a ground ball down to third instead, and charging in to pick that up is Wolf. Bucky Dent is retired, and the Yankees strand 2, trailing 1-0, heading to the bottom of the 4th. And Dwayne Martz has joined us at the ballpark. Yeah, Gator, I was in 9th grade, 15 in 1978, and that was a fun summer to follow Yankee baseball. Of course, been a huge Yankees fan. And I remember early toward the end of the school year, we'd often here's my fun fact for you, Matt. I had a art teacher in 9th grade that was so sick of me and 2 of my friends that he actually told us we could skip his class the last 2 weeks of the year and he would pass us. Otherwise, he was going to fail us. I wasn't a very good kid in 9th grade. So for second period, we used to go to my friend's house, and his parents had just left for work by the time we would get there. So we'd spend second period there, and I'd read the box scores following the Yankees, and we would break into his parents' liquor cabinet and then go back to school with a little bit of a buzz. So there is the 7th inning fun fact, 3 innings early today. My 9th grade escapades in the summer of Guidry. All right, here we go. Morales is up, and 16. That's at automatic K as he's frozen by the slider. 1 down to start the 4th. 66, Guidry to Cusick, and that is dangerous for home runs. Instead, he's going to draw the walk. So a 1-out walk as the Twins. Base runner on, looking to extend their lead. Here comes a pitch from Gator, and that is going to be a potential double. But Guidry, again, is a 2 for the hit, and instead that will be a sharp line drive into right field. Jackson fields out. If there was a reckless runner on third, he would have tried to score. But instead, runner on first holds, 2 down. So these are little nuances in this game where you can get a lot of possible results off what looks like a very simplistic card reading. But yeah, this game does some really fun, deep stuff. Like I said, I think it takes Fall Classic to the next level. It's a very similar engine, but takes out the direct pitcher interaction and replaces it with these ratings. So I'll say it again, well done game as Randall steps up, and Guidry, he's going to falter a little bit. That's going to be his second free pass of the inning. Runners on first and second now, 2 down. And Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, a very big Fall Classic baseball aficionado, has joined us. Check out that channel. And Tony, have you gotten a field day yet? I'm interested in what your thoughts on this game. I actually like it better than Fall Classic. I think does does some little things a little bit better, and has some more nuances within the role. So has bumped up ahead of Fall Classic as my favorite Greg Sovan game as 36. And again, Guidry, his low hit rating saves him there. That's a sharp line drive to Roy White, who spears that. And Twins rally is extinguished. It is 1-0. Minnesota up over Guidry and the Yankees heading to the 5th. And Brian Doyle leads it off for the Yanks, and a possible walk. Not going to happen there. It's going to be a ground ball down to Carew. Carew flips it underhand to the pitcher covering. And 3-1, 1 down to start the inning. Top of the order, Mick the Quick. He has grounded out and struck out 0 for 2 today against Erickson, who is pitching very well against these Bombers. And here comes a pitch, and Erickson hit rating of 4. Not this time. That's going to be the 3rd double of the day for the Yankees as Rivers drives that into the gap in right center, and he'll get into second standing easily. No attempt made on the speedy Rivers as Roy White now has a chance to get the Yankees on the board. 1 down, runner on scoring position for New York. And here comes a pitch from Erickson, and it'll be a potential walk, and just above his walk rating. Instead, that will be a ground ball down to short, and holding at second is Rivers. As Smalley makes a play, 2 down. And Tony, yes, I have it, but can't commit with only 3 seasons. Sovan creates games like I change shirts. He is rather prolific in his baseball game design for sure. That's 4 he's got out now, I think. 3 or 4. But yeah, no, I really like this. He'll start pumping seasons out, but I definitely recommend giving it a look. As Thurman Munson, I'm going to try and get the Yanks on the board, 36, and there we go. That is the 4th double of the day for the Yanks, and we are tied at 1 as Rivers saunters around third. Munson head first slide into second ahead of the throw, and it is 1-1. And the big bat of Reggie Jackson approaches the plate. Looking like Casey at the bat with an afro. Here comes a pitch from Erickson, 55, and that's going to be a pitcher home run, 3-6, and Erickson is a 2. Instead, a deep fly ball to right, pulled in right against the wall to end the inning, and that is Willie Norwood with the play. So Jackson gave the fans some anxious moments, but side is retired, and we are tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th, halfway through. And Tony says, I played, enjoyed. I feel it could be better organized. Bets of mine. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't. The only thing I don't like is the abundance of charts. But of course, he's got these fast action cards, which I haven't even had to use yet. So I use them, and they flow real good. I have to play with 2 charts out just to look at a couple of specific things. Other than that, I can use these cards here when needed for base runner advancement, all that good stuff. So. Yeah, very, very well done game. 35 to Borgman. That's going to be a sharp line drive right at Mickey Rivers, and Rivers feels that almost in self-defense as that was hooking away. 1 down to start the 5th. Roy Smalley, the batter. And the Twins shortstop drives that into deep center field. Rivers going back in the gap near the wall, pulls it in over the shoulder catch. Out number 2 as Smalley bidding for his 2nd home run of the day. It remains tied at 1, 2 down for Carew. Here comes a pitch from Guidry. And Guidry with a 2, his normal rating to be a 1. He had a bad bullpen session. That's going to be a 2-out single for Carew. So the Twins, a little bit of life here in the 5th. And Guidry, 62, swing and a miss. He pulls out the heat and Ford. Breakfast of Special K for him as he heads back to the dugout. Side is retired. We head to the 6th. We are tied at 1. And for the Yanks, it'll be Chambliss, Nettles, and Big Jim Spencer. Erickson still going strong on the hill for the Twinkies. And finally, we have our first field day chart result. No home run. All right, field day chart, bases empty. Rain chart, roll a D6. 1 to 5 clouds moving in. If 6, roll again, refer to the rain chart below. Let's just roll less than 6 so I don't have to do any pitcher adjustments, and we are good. So it is getting cloudy. But no rain, and Chambliss digs back in. Here comes a pitch, and 26 to right-hander. That is going to be a single. So Chris Chambliss starts off the 6th inning for the Bombers with a leadoff single. And let's see if they can take the lead here. Greg Nettles steps up. Yeah, he did. He did play for the Angels, and a very good. He is one of the reasons you would want to platoon people. Very, very good against righties and absolutely abysmal against lefties. And that's going to be a deep drive into center field near the track. And Ford's had a busy day out there, but he pulls that in. 1 down for Jim Spencer. And Spencer looking for those 6s. 64, not going to be good enough. That is going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. That's going to move the runner to second. So 1-3 on the putout is Erickson. Has to run towards first base to field that, his only play. And Bucky F. and Dent, once again, with a chance to be a hero. He has choked miserably in his first 2 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Here comes a pitch, not this time, and that is going to be a drive into center field and possible assist rating, or an assist chance for the center fielder, Dan Ford, who is a 22. So coming around third base is Chambliss. Here comes a throw to the plate. He slides, and he is out. A rifle of a throw from center field. So Dent delivers, and Chambliss, not the speediest guy in the park, is gunned down at home plate by Ford, and the Yankees miss their chance to take the lead. It is 1-1 heading to the bottom of the 6th. For the Twins against Gator, it'll be Morales, Cusick, and Wolf. And D. Scott Howard said Ron Juckett had a 2.5-hour rain delay with Action PC yesterday. Hopefully he filled that time, as RJL 518 has joined us. And yes, indeed, a little baseball featuring Field Day Baseball, the newest offering from Greg Sovan. As Guidry, bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 1, Yankees Twins. Here we go. Jose Morales is the batter. And that's going to be a single between second and first. And the Twins, leadoff runner here in the 6th as they look to take the lead. Craig Cusick, the batter. Cusick has struck out and walked Guidry. That high leg kick, here it comes. That's going to be a line drive into center field. Mickey Rivers on the run, pulls that in chest high, 1 down. And again, RJL has actually been playing some other types of games lately, Robert. You've got the, of course, best known for his excellent inside pitch projects featuring playoffs and seasons. As 36, Larry Wolf steps in, and that's going to be a sharp line drive into right. Reggie Jackson running towards the line, pulls that in, and 2 down for the Twins. So Guidry looking to get out of this. Randall, the batter. Here we go. Here comes a pitch from Gator, 33, and a single on a 3-6. Guidry's a sharp line drive at Bucky Dent, who leaps a nice 12-inch vertical to snag that, and side is retired. As we head to the 7th inning, still tied at 1 in this one. So Field Day Baseball, I wouldn't say it's easier. I'd say it's smoother. And again, this is my opinion. I like both. I like Fall Classic. It plays, in my mind, it plays a little bit quicker. I don't like using all the charts, so I got the fast action cards when I ordered it. It eliminates most of the charts with the exception of a couple, which I just keep off to the side. But for the most part, single roll resolves everything. There's a lot of little nuances in the pitcher-batter interaction that comes right off the cards. And again, some good nuances in the card results as well. So I would say complexity-wise, it's probably, to me, about the same. But to me, it just goes quicker and smoother. And I like it a little bit better than Fall Classic. That is my 2 cents for what it's worth, as we are ready to go. Top of the 7th, and Brian Doyle leads it off for the Yanks. Roger Erickson still on the hill for the Twinkies, and that's going to be a leadoff single. You know, and just as an example there, so 33 here, and we're going to have an automatic steal attempt too. So 3-6 against Guidry, this would be a line drive to left field because Guidry is rated a 2 for this game. Erickson is a 4. So just little things like that come into play with the pitcher's ratings and whatnot. So Doyle leadoff single, and he's going to try and steal. Actually, not going to be favorable. Borgman has a strong arm, so it's going to be a -10 off his. Why does he have? Holy crap. I wish I hadn't even rolled that. We'll make the roll just for the hell of it. He's going to be gunned down. So good job, Brian Doyle. Never make the first out of an inning in the 7th or later in a tie game, but he does it anyway. And Mickey Rivers up now, and Erickson has had his defense bail him out a couple of times. Here comes a pitch, and that's why you don't run, as Rivers singles into right field. And he is not going to try and steal, but he'll be on the speedy Nick. Roy White, the batter, and White today, he is 2 for 3. He's swinging the hot stick for the Yanks, and single 5-6. Nope, it's going to be a line drive into right as scampering back to first. I will say this, one thing I know because you play a lot of inside pitch, and it takes a while to get the base running down in that game. One thing about this game, the base running is a lot quicker to get down. And again, just to me, more, it flows better. All right, here we go. And no more questions. Good. All right, so 2 down, Thurman Munson. Thanks to Brian Doyle's ridiculous base running. And that is going to be a single into left field. So stopping at second base is Rivers, and the Yankees, a little bit of 2-out noise potentially here. They would have had a run in if Doyle hadn't tried to be hero. So Reggie Jackson up. Reggie 0 for 2, walk, strikeout, and a fly out. Here comes the pitch, 46, and that is going to be just missed a walk. Ground ball down to Carew, who's going to take that to the bag himself. So 3 unassisted, and despite getting 3 hits, the Yankees' hopes are dashed here in the 7th inning. And we've already done our 7th inning fun fact of me sneaking off the school campus during second period because the teacher hated me, and going to my friend's house, stealing his parents' alcohol, and reading Yankee box scores. So if you want to hear all about it, you can go back to the 4th inning or so and check. All right, here we go. Erickson or Guidry facing Willie Norwood to start the 7th inning for the Twins. And 41, and that's going to be a walk. That is the third walk Guidry has given up today. So once again, the Twins with the leadoff base runner as both pitchers nearing their fatigue point, but they've only allowed 1 run each, so they're able to stay in if that does not change. It's going to be a fly ball into shallow left field. Coming in to snag that and retire Boardman is Roy White. 1 down, top of the order, and Roy Smalley. He's done the damage for the Twins today. A solo blast off Gator back in the 3rd inning. Okay, to do it again, and the Superstation, guys, to me was it's almost too much baseball on TV now, but the Superstation was great. You could catch a game just about every night of the week, and definitely one of the great first-rate cable channels from back in the day. Is Smalley 46, and that's going to be a ground ball down to first base to Chambliss, potential double play. Chambliss is an S, so 4-6. Whips it down to short, and Dent actually bobbles that, and he's going to have to just go to the bag. Is going to second is Norwood. So 3 unassisted, and blowing the chance for the double play there is Chambliss, as he couldn't get a clean handle on that. Rod Carew, the batter, a dangerous man up in this situation, and single 4-6. Nope. Ground ball down to second base, and Doyle is going to smother that, and the short throw to first base side is retired. So we're heading to the 8th. We are still tied at 1 in this one. And for the Yankees, Chambliss, Nettles, and Spencer powering up against Erickson. Here comes a pitch, and that's going to be a drive into right field. Chris Chambliss. That is his 2nd hit of the day, 2 for 4 for the Yankee first baseman. And Erickson definitely in danger of fatiguing now, as the Twins are going to get some action going in the bullpen. And down there, they're going to have the Iron Man, Mike Marshall, get up, and throwing next to him will be Greg Thayer. So 2 pitchers up for the Twins, as out to speak to his pitcher is Boardman, and back behind the plate, we're ready to go. Nettles the batter. Here comes a pitch, 13, and it's going to be a high fly ball into right field and plenty of room out there for Norwood. First out of the inning. Back to first goes Chambliss. Jim Spencer, the batter. Here we go. Spencer up. Here comes the pitch, 46. And that's where walks usually happen for good hitters. Instead, that's going to be a potential double play. And Carew at first base is a V, so it's got to be 1-3. Carew goes down to short, back to first, and Smalley and Carew turn the 3-6-3 twin killing. Side is retired. And once again, the Yankees wasting base runners left, right, and center as we head to the bottom of the frame. For Guidry, it will be Ford, Morales, and Cusick. Here comes the pitch to Ford, 25. And that is going to be a potential triple. And that will indeed be a triple as that rattles around down in the corner. Reggie Jackson drops the ball, gets up, throws it in, and Ford head first ahead of the throw. And Guidry in all kinds of trouble here in the top of the eighth, a leadoff triple. And that's going to spur some activity in the Yankee bullpen. And Big Goose Gossage has gotten up and started to stretch out the arm, as well as Raleigh Eastwick, acquired from the Cincinnati Reds, and nobody out. Runner on third base. Infield is in. Jose Morales. Here comes the pitch. 34, and that is going to be ground ball down to second base, and that's one of the charts I have to keep here to check. And he is going to hold at third base, so 4-3 on the putout. One down. Cusick, the batter. Guidry really needs a strikeout here. Here comes a pitch. Not going to get it. 25 and not good. So we want above 25 on this roll. Here comes the roll. 32, and he's going to be plunked. So Gator hit by a pitch for Cusick. He's down to first base. That sets up the double play. Infield back to double play depth. Larry Wolf, the batter. Guidry, though, would still like that strikeout. Here comes a pitch, 42, and instead he is going to walk the bases loaded. Force at any base. The bullpen is ready to go as he's faced two batters. That is my house rule. And they're going to leave him in. This may back to bite me, and my goodness, Guidry walks in a run, and that's going to be it for Gator. So the cheap way as coming in to score is Ford after that triple, and Guidry can't find the plate here in the eighth inning as he goes 7 1/3. Man, 5 walks in this game killed him. Only gives up 5 hits thus far, on the hook for 2 runs, both earned. And 5 walks and only 4 strikeouts. So not the sharpest of outings for Guidry. And he did give up a home run. All right, so he's going to be gone, and they're going to bring in Goose Gossage to try and keep this a 1-run game. We'll do Gossage's bullpen. And Gossage with a K rating of also 7, so he'll also have an automatic strikeout on a roll of 16. Let's do his bullpen session. Hits going to be a 1. Walks will be a 3. That's good. Home runs will be a 2. And strikeouts will be a 7. All right. He is ready to go. And our good friend Utah Mike has joined us at the ballpark. Welcome, my friend. And guys, like I said, check out this game, ASG Games Fall or Field Day Baseball by Greg Sylvan. And if you're liking what you're seeing, please hit that like button, and I will buy you a free beer before it, even though it's after the seventh inning. 21 to Randall from Gossage, and that's going to be a deep fly ball into right field, and that's going to bring in Cusick from third. So the Yankees go down 3-1. 2 down for Willie Norwood, and Gossage needs to minimize the damage right now. Here comes a pitch, 46, and just above his walk rating. It's going to be a ground ball down to Nettles, and that retires a side, but the Twins punch across 2 runs here in the 8th. We're heading to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Yankees, and they trail 3-1. In the Twins bullpen, Mike Marshall is ready to go. Roger Erickson on the hill. If he gives up a hit, he will become shelled, or a run, actually, he'll become shelled. So he's still a good chance to finish this off a complete game, and that's going to be a walk on a 3-6. That's not how you start the 9th, though, as Bucky F. and Dent trots down to first base. The Yankees have life. Brian Doyle, the batter. He's going to hit away. A bunt does no good, and God dang it, luckily he's not going to have to steal. That is going to be a single, and Dent will stop at second and keep Doyle from doing anything foolish in this inning. So runners on first and second, they're leading Erickson in. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers, 44, and that's going to be a walk on a 4-6. Nope. Instead, that will be a potential double play down to Carew. And Carew, once again, 1-3 will be the double play. He turned it the first time with Smalley. Here it comes, and not time. That'll be a fielder's choice. So 3-6 is Brian Doyle, and fielder's choice for Rivers. Runners on the corners, 1 down. Roy White, the batter. Yes, fortunately, it came out that way. Rally caps are on. Guys, do I leave Roger Erickson in or bring in Mike Marshall? Mike Marshall, actually. 21 saves in 1978. His ratings hit-wise are a little bit better than Erickson's. What would the managers in the chat do as Roy White set to hit away? We'll give him one more batter, 52. And 52, and that is going to be a single advance 1, possible error on the right fielder. So run number 2 comes in, and that's going to make the decision on the pitcher for us. So RBI single for White, and we have to do an error check on the right fielder. All right, so in right field for the Yanks, 52 error check, and Willie Norwood is a 0, so he's going to field that no problem. So we now have runners on first and second, and that's going to be it for Erickson as he becomes shelled, allowing the run to score. It's 3-2 as Thurman Munson up, runners on first and second, 1 down. And Mike Marshall is going to come and try and nail this down for the Twinkies. So Erickson, rough with the hits, but he managed to get key outs when he needed them. He goes 8 1/3. He gave up a hit. Geez, gave up 12 hits and only 2 runs in. All right, walks and strikeouts. He struck out 1, 2. Struck out 2 and walked 2. So it wasn't always pretty, but it got the job done through 8 innings, and Marshall's going to try and nail it down now as we will roll his bullpen session. All right, so hits will be a 2. Walks are going to be a 3. Home runs will be a 0. So in that case, can only get a home run. I'll tackle that if it comes up, I guess. And strikeouts will be a 4. All right, so here we go. Yankees. 1 down, looking to complete the comeback here, and it's going to be Thurman Munson facing Mike Marshall. Here comes a pitch, 65, and that's going to be a deep fly into center field. Ford going back near the track, pulls it in, and advancement from second. That's when we use the fast action card. So runner on... Okay, to center field, second to third, it is run with risk, and risk is going to be, means I have a choice. Mickey Rivers is a Y. No, we're not going to chance it. All right, so he's going to stay put. That is second out of the inning, and it comes down to Reggie Jackson. Here we go. Jackson digs in. Marshall's got the sign. Runners on first and second. Here comes a pitch, and Reggie, big swing, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball right at second base. Game over. Ooh. All right, so the Yankees attempt to mount a bit of a comeback here in the 9th. It's going to fall short. We will give you the box score numbers here. Of course, the most important one, Yankees lose to some people, not me. All right, so for the Twins, Yankees 2 hits or 2 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Twins 3 runs on only 5 hits, but gifted by Guidry's wildness, make the most of those hits and 1 error. It is a 3-2 Guidry loss, and he falls to 2-2 in this 1978 replay. So he is behind pace right now for that 25-3 record. So I want to thank everyone for joining us in the chat. And of course, check out all the good content creators. Matt Stewart, Fan 1933, has Glory Days Boxing Dynasty on the Operation Sports Forum. Our good friend from up northwest or Pacific Northwest, D. Scott Howard. And Dwayne Martz, thanks for stopping by. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Check out his channel as well. RJL 518, purveyor of all things inside pitch. Give his channel a sub if you have not already done so. So appreciate everyone stopping by, making sure I have not missed anyone. Sports Time Machine, also check out Mike's channel as well. Only flaw with that man is he roots for the University of Utah football team, but that's okay. All right, so hope you all have, again, give this game a look. It's really enjoyable in my opinion. I do like it better than Fall Classic, which is the probably most widely known game that Greg Savant has out. But this game just came out within the last few months, only got 3 seasons and an all-time team set out so far, but he cranks seasons out in a prolific manner, so more will be coming. And flows very well, real fun game. So check it out. ASG Games, Field Day Baseball, Anthony Bleacher Bums Gaming. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by at the ballpark, and finish that beer on the way out because you can't take it home. We'll see you later.